This is the story of Kyrian Forbes, also known as AKA, who was born in 28th of January in 1988. AKA was one of South Africa's most prolific hip-hop artists. He was known to be creative, charming, and charismatic, and he had so many hits that topped the South African charts. His social life also added to his fame, and this made him a very popular and influential rapper in the South African music industry. So, how did AKA die and what happened? We will briefly go back to the major events in his life that probably led to the mysteries behind his sudden death. AKA music career started with a hip hop group called The Entity in 2002. They had a very good beginning, however, they split by the year 2006. He went ahead to release his debut studio album in 2011 named Alter Ego, which was a commercial success, and awards like Best Hip Hop Album at the 2011 Metro FM Awards and at the South African Music Awards in 2012. His second album was Levels, which he released in 2014, and this was a certified platinum album, and this made him the first English-speaking South African rapper to achieve platinum status for a single album. He was on another album called Careful What You Wish For, which was released in 2017, where he collaborated with Anati. AKA released his third studio album named Touch My Blood in 2018, and this was another certified platinum album. There was a single in the album named Beyonce, which was dedicated dismissively to his ex-girlfriend Bonang Mateba. His fourth studio album named Mars Country was announced in 2022 and had a successful track called Lemons Lemonade, which was collaborated with Nasty C. AKA's story will not be complete without talking about his past relationships, as he had three notable ones that were significant in his life. AKA dated DJ Zinle from 2014 to 2015, where they got back together again in 2018, and they later broke up again in 2019. Their relationship produced a daughter named Cairo Forbes, and the relationship was quite popular. While on break from dating DJ Zinle, he had a brief relationship with Bonang Mateba, who is an on-air personality and a celebrity in South Africa. His last known relationship was with Nelly Tembe, who he engaged in 2021. The relationship was, however, sadly surrounded by lots of controversies and claims of abuse by both parties. There were pictures and videos which showed evidence of them either both hurt, or images of broken down doors, or videos of her crying and accusing him of attacking her. All of these were sad situations, and unfortunately some were caught on camera and they were not good looking. However, they kept dating and showed the world they were okay together. They were sharing pictures of them partying together and having fun until her tragic end, which she fell from the 10th floor of the Pepe Club Hotel in Cape Town. She was alive for some time, but when paramedics arrived at the scene, unfortunately, she had died. It is believed that she was with AKA in the room before she fell to her death, and in an interview, AKA revealed that they were fighting, and as things got heated up, he went into the bathroom as she claimed that she was going to jump off the balcony, and that he also tried to notify the security of the hotel, and unfortunately by the time he got off the bathroom, she had already jumped off. After investigations, AKA was ruled out as a suspect and he was never indicted. This did not go down well with some people, especially those that felt that AKA probably had a hand in her death. One of such people is Nile's father, Moses Tembe, who is a wealthy businessman in South Africa, he did not agree with the report that his daughter was suicidal, and he raised suspicions on AKA's involvement in his daughter's death. Now, we are going to talk about the death of AKA, but we are not going to show video clips from the final moments of AKA. That's before he was shot, because the family requested that people should stop sharing these videos as it doesn't help the grieving family. So we're going to respect that. Hence, we will only describe the scenario and discuss the people that were involved. So, from CCTV footage, you will see AKA and his entourage exiting the Wish restaurant, and he was hugging his friend Tebelo Matsuani, aka Tibbs, who would later be killed with him. As they hugged each other, one shooter came from the back and shot AKA at the head. Another one shot from a distance as the two shooters ran away, and AKA dropped to the ground. Tibbs crawled for a while before falling to his death also. Now, we are going to give an account of things that happened prior to that incident. AKA was booked to perform at the Yugo nightclub in Durban. From the time he landed at Kinshasa International Airport, a spotter was there, and he trailed AKA and his entourage to the Hilton Hotel at Durban in a grey BMW. This spotter was suspected to be Harvey Guabini, and his cell phone records placed him in the car for that. And this is the person that played one of the most important role in this murder case. Another grey Volkswagen Polo that was also believed to be occupied by another set of spotters was around the hotel. This car was also rented by the same Harvey Guabini, who was in the grey BMW from the airport to the Hilton Hotel. The occupants of the vehicle were suspected to be Lindo Kush and Sayabanga, and cell phone records also placed them at the venue of the hotel. Around 5 p.m., AKA and his entourage were transported from the Hilton Hotel to Wish Restaurant. It was at this restaurant that his friend and former manager, Tibbs, who was to be gunned down together with AKA in some moments later. The two spotters from the grey Volkswagen Polo also followed to the restaurant, and one of them was inside as one of them remained outside. The one that was inside was identified as Lindo when he purchased a meal while being a spotter with his credit card. It was later traced that CCTV captured him leaving the Volkswagen Polo and entering the restaurant. It was moments later that AKA and his friends came outside the restaurant that these guys now had the opportunity to make their attack, and the shooter was suspected to be Sayamanga, who was the spotter that was outside waiting, and also the subsequent shots that were fired from a distance was by Lindo, the guy that bought the meal from the restaurant. Now, Sayamanga and Lindo, after firing their shots, took off and ran towards a narrow alley where they entered a white Mercedes-Benz C200. Now, this C200 Mercedes-Benz was earlier spotted at the Hilton Hotel and later close to the restaurant where they ran and entered, and this was the getaway car used by them. They drove the Benz to former settlement near Kido Crest, where they abandoned it and tried to set it on fire. However, for some reason, this car doesn't burn. The white Mercedes-Benz was recovered by police in March 2023. Another suspect named Ankobo was identified from the discovery of the car, as investigations revealed that he purchased airtime from a nearby shop. His phone records later showed links and how he communicated with the other suspects on the night of the murder. Now, investigations revealed that about 800,000 rand was paid to the account of Harvey Guabini, who was said to be the one that distributed the money. He was the first porter that waited for AKA at the airport, and he was the one that was said to have rented all the cars and the guns that were used during the whole operation. So, from all this investigation, police determined all the suspects involved in this murder, and 7 people have been arrested and trial has begun. They all requested bail, but the judge refused as they were believed to pose risk to potential witnesses. As the case is still going, police is still investigating the source of the 800,000 rand that was paid, as it is believed that the person who made this payment is the one who orchestrated the whole operation. We have come to the end of our investigation. When more details emerge, we'll definitely make another video. For now, we hope this case also brings more light to the rate of violence and gun killings in South Africa, and we hope that the government will find a lasting solution to all these problems. Thank you for listening to the end. Please like and subscribe for more interesting stories on African crime stories. Thank you.